He sold just one painting while he was alive. Yet today his name is almost a synonym for genius. Imagine pouring your soul onto canvas, convinced no one will ever care. That was Vincent van Gogh. Welcome to Vincent, a life in sun and shadow. For the next 6 minutes, let's step inside the blazing colors and the deep, echoing silences of one extraordinary, troubled heart. Vincent Willem van Gogh is born on a grey March morning in 1853, in the quiet Dutch village of Zundert. A sleepy hamlet ringed by flat green meadows, sandy lanes, and rows of whispering poplar trees. His father, Theodorus, is a strict Calvinist pastor, whose deep-voiced sermons thunder through the little brick church and set the tone of the household with uncompromising piety. His mother, Anna, sketches flowers in her diary, while the children sleep, shading each petal with patient strokes as if trying to trap the day's fading sunlight between the pages. The house is orderly, devout, a little chilly. Sensitive Vincent soaks it all in, every hymn, every reprimand, every bloom in the garden. At 16 he becomes an apprentice at the art dealer's Goupil C. Railway tickets, foreign catalogues, polished frames, it feels like a gateway to the wider world. But Vincent is not a born salesman. He studies the pictures more than the price tags, and he speaks to customers about feelings, rather than investment potential. London, 1873. Vincent rents a tiny room at 87, Hackford Road, where the feeble glow of a single oil lamp flickers across peeling wallpaper, and long shadows pool in the corners like half-remembered dreams. Downstairs lives Eugenie Lawyer, the landlady's daughter. Soft-spoken, luminous, tonight she stands beneath the window, a brunette silhouette turning a cream-colored envelope between careful fingers. He falls in love, fiercely, awkwardly, irrevocably.
Mademoiselle Lawyer, I fear these words are bolder than I am, yet silence burns me more than any refusal could.
When she rejects him, something inside Vincent fractures, quietly, irreparably. He quits the gallery, shuffles between jobs, seeks refuge in religion. In the coal mining district of the Borinage, Belgium, he tries to live like Christ among the poorest of the poor. He gives away his clothes, sleeps on straw, tends the sick with hands already rough from charcoal sketches. Church officials watch, disapprove, dismiss him for excessive zeal. Homeless, exhausted, 27 years old, Vincent writes to his brother Theo, "I feel a power within me, but I cannot release it." What remains when faith, love, and career collapse, for Vincent? Only drawing. He copies peasants bent under winter skies. They hunch beside hearths, palms raw from clawing at frozen soil. He grinds umber, soot, and ochre, to catch the smoke-stained light on their hollow faces. Every stroke insists that the rough, brown darkness of their world is truer than any gold. Vincent studies anatomy by candlelight, renders worn shoes until the leather seems to breathe. Theo, patient, loyal, gentle Theo, sends money, sends encouragement, sends paint. He will do so all Vincent's life. Their letters will span more than 600 pages, and become one of the great correspondences in art. The letters can say no more. Vincent must see Theo in Paris. Vincent climbs the hill of Montmartre. When Vincent arrived to stay with Theo in the spring of 1886, the crest of the hill still looked like a country village, vegetable plots, chalk quarries, and a few rickety windmills. One of them, the Bloot Fin, Van Gogh painted dozens of times. Today, the spot teems with tourists, but back then, the air smelled of lime dust and freshly pulled carrots. Paris is alive with gas lamps, cabaret songs, and something called Impressionism. He meets Pissarro, Signac, Toulouse-Lautrec. He hangs Japanese woodcuts on his walls and declares, "All my work is founded on the Japanese." Brown and gray melt away, chrome yellow, emerald green, and cobalt blue explode onto his palette. He paints Theo's tiny apartment so thick with pigment, the canvases barely dry before the next idea arrives. But the city is noisy, the absinthe potent, the friendships fleeting. Vincent longs for sunlight, Real's sunlight, and dreams of a studio in the south. In mid-February 1888 he buys a third-class ticket to Arles. The night train hurtles through raw, wintry France, and Vincent, his forehead pressed to the window, sees in the darkness what no one else can. Out there, farther on, there is a true sun, and I will paint it so that people feel warm simply by looking.